Cookie Crumbs, James Bush.
Years ago, I was naive and innocent, but I became trapped, stuck by the influence of a man, a control freak, a toxic tyrant, a master manipulator. The kind of leader who not only brought me, but others down too. And I'm curious how many of you know an individual like that. And if you don't, I'm here to warn you, because such an individual is here today. But let's take a moment and go back to when I was young and dumb. I saw a poster, Ethics Club. Develop compassion, find enlightenment. Annual general meeting. Free cookies. Free cookies! I was convinced, like every poor student knows, when there's free food, you go. So of course, I went, I knocked, I was let in. Ooey gooey, chocolate chippy. But opposite me, some old, wise man, kind of hippie, spoke about suffering, ego, duty, dharma, karma, nirvana. By the end, my head was just na. Well, eventually the end of that meeting came, and some other discussion begun. But like a soldier, well-trained, I couldn't leave those good biscuits and run. Remember, annual general meeting, AGM. General who? Ha? Back then, I had no idea, in fact, that a club leadership election was right on track. But now let's be serious, just for a beat. I was curious, and I wanted to watch it unfold from a quiet back seat. There were 5 in the room, and everything seemed all right. But then 3 were stepping down. It was the end of their club leadership night. And that left just 2, which is not enough for a real committee to stand. All of a sudden, the whole leadership election was slipping right out of hand. But then, with no warning or plan, in came a stranger, a savior. This story's superhero man. Young man, our hero, you have arrived at the time when we need help the most. Will you please help save our club by filling an important leadership post? And the young man, hearing this, smiled, and he puffed out his chest, because deep down inside, he loved to prove he was better than the rest. Yeah, sure, he said. Playing it cool, we can bet. And it was a simple agreement, but he wasn't finished yet. But I have a demand. The roles that are left, let me understand, secretary or president. I'll make this crystal clear. I'm nobody's number 2. I lead, or I'm out of here. From what I see, this club is a mess. There'd be no committee at all if there were any less. I'll fix what you've broken, and I'll make this club grow, but you will all follow me, do what I say, or I'll go. And the team hearing this, they had just one thought. They knew they would be puppets in a mad king's court. At the same time, this was no space for discussion. They had no voice. They already knew he was their only choice. And it's a sad and shameful moment with which we end this rhyme. But now we arrive at a twist in due time. You see, that arrogant young stranger I spoke of before was me all along. Nothing less, nothing more. Toastmasters, the year of leadership, of leading that club that followed, was my first experience ever leading anything, ever. And as you can guess, this cookie crumbled. My arrogance and my narcissism made me impossible to work with. Many people either disengaged or left the club entirely. It took me years to figure out where I was going wrong. But eventually, a mentor gave me some advice. Plain and fair. James, you'll never lead others if you don't truly care. So long as you work to put yourself first, you'll get what you deserve. You'll be a crumbling king, forever cursed. Toastmasters, there are just two questions if you ever want to lead. How can I serve? And what do they need? Good luck.